I'm Jon Bon Jovi, Catherine's co-host this week. I'm actually surprised to see that this place is still standing after last week's show with Wendy O. Williams and the Motley Crue.
So am I. What have you got planned for us today, John?
Stay right where you are, because we're bringing you video music from AC/DC, Rat, and one of my favorites, Bon Jovi.
The fun's going to start with a man who is sharing his concert stage with an 18-foot fire-breathing dragon and two 8-foot knights. Ronnie James Dio with Rock and Roll Children from his new LP, Sacred Heart.
That was the album.
Close to how you found rock and roll.
Basically, I took a ride at the light and headed straight to the night, and I was on my own.
Oh, that's great. You should be a stand-up comic. What did your parents think
People
of your
laugh at
music?
me all the time.
I won't laugh at you. I'll laugh at your jokes.
My parents liked it a lot now. You know, I mean, they're real big fans now.
They're sold on you now.
Yeah, oh yeah, now, you know, they're getting by. But I remember in the beginning, my parents said that they almost crawled under the seats in a high school talent search contest. Yeah, I said, yeah.
You play that?
You should go to school, yeah.
Now it's time for our Hit Parader Magazine Heavy Metal Hotline. We've got only one piece of news this week. John, it involves you.
Uh-huh.
It seems that during a recent show of yours in Dallas, Texas, a man and a woman actually got married on stage. The ceremony was done between Grim Reaper's set and yours before 80,000 fans.
Uh-huh. You know, I didn't know anything about this. Grim Reaper went on, and then, you know, as we were getting ready to go out there, I heard about a wedding that took place, and it was days later before I heard anything about it. I mean, the band didn't know. I know if Ted Nugent would have known, he went out and tried to marry him himself. You know? Certainly a piece of history, you know. Anybody who gets married to Tokyo Road, you know, I guess is okay with me. Anyhow, today's video pick is AC/DC, so you keep watching.
AC/DC hasn't released an album of new material in this country for 2 years.
But now they're out on tour, and soon they'll be releasing a home video consisting of 5 songs from the new LP, Fly on the Wall.
Think the Pink is the name of the second video from the record, and it's today's video pick on Radio 1990. Older heavy metal bands around. What band really influenced you?
A lot of bands that influenced me were the Animals. Early on, Eric Burden and that voice, you know, I think it's inspired me now later. Old Jeff Beck, Rod Stewart records, Zeppelin, of course, listening to a lot of singers, you know, I think that's really my background.
Here's a question for you. If you could put together an all-time great band, something that you would call a great band, who would you put in it?
Of course, you have to look to the singers, again, Tina Turner, Jagger. Even if Mick couldn't sing, just to be strutting on the stage. Fred Flintstone on the drum.
Oh, plays good rock and roll, yeah.
The tour of Bedrock. I think it would end up being about 16 singers in the London Philharmonic.
I'll buy a ticket to see that show, I'll tell you.
Huh?
You know, you're really an idol to a lot of the kids today. What would you like them to remember you for?
My week as a co-host on Radio 1990.
No, you're wonderful. He's marvelous. He looks marvelous.
It's better to look good than to see.
We're going to take a look at the music that rocks Los Angeles next with Lisa Robinson. Music and videos seem to have a sense of humor all their own.
It's sort of like the circus, you know, that's the way we have to look at it, you know, that we're just an entertainment factor, and we want to make people smile.
On a more personal level, how do you approach writing your songs, and what are some of your favorite subjects?
Not history and math, they left me a long time ago. Writing a song to me is like almost a religious experience. You know, I sit down, and it could be anywhere in a car, it could be in my room in New Jersey, it could be right here. You know, if I had an idea, I would basically just look for a pen. If you didn't have it, I'd find your lipstick or something and start scribbling quick. But subject matter on this album had a lot to do with beating a struggle, and you know, that's really where I was sitting at this year. And next year, who knows, you know, I mean, it's hard to say. You can't angle, you know, what next year I'm going to do this, and then, so it's all just naturally.
Well, we'll be back with a hot pick from Jon Bon Jovi.
Just so you are.
John, John, let's say that there are actually some people out there who have never heard heavy metal music, never heard of Jon Bon Jovi. Now, what would you say to them?
Where have you been?
At least for the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's good.
For those of you who don't know Jon Bon Jovi, you were once quoted as saying that your musical influences were more along the lines of Jimmy Cagney and Clint Eastwood,
Right.
rather than the Beatles or the Rolling Stones. How is that? That's kind of hard to believe.
Well, basically, I like to call our songs detective songs, you know, and I sit down and do a lot of writing in this minor key where I put on the hat and the sunglasses, and it could be dark and I could be, like, locked up in a room somewhere, but that minor, A minor detective chord feel takes me, you know, into my own little fictional world. Someday, the walls are going to be rubber. I know it. I'm waiting for the, you know, the day where they come with the straitjacket and they say, try this one on.
So that's what heavy metal is all about.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of Jon Bon Jovi. They are not nice people.
This week.
Tomorrow, Catherine and I will be back with the Pointer Sisters, Sheila E., and another one of my favorites from the Babies.
We'll see you then. Hi, I'm Catherine Kinley, and this is Jon Bon Jovi, my special co-host, all this week on Radio 1990. How you doing, John?
I'm great, Catherine.
Good, because today we're going to rock you with video music from...
The Pointer Sisters and one of my favorites, the Babies, Turn and Walk Away.
Let's kick off the music with a woman who takes along 2 bodyguards when she goes shopping for antique clothing in New York City.
It's Sheila E. It's me. No, it's Sheila E. with Sister Baby.
For one of your favorite video picks. Who do we have today?
This is the one from the Babies, Turn and Walk Away.
The Pointer Sisters dare me on today's video pick.
So stay tuned to Radio 1990.
Last album produced hits with Neutron Dance, Jump, and I'm So Excited.
I knew that song, Jump. 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 The new LP is called Contact and is already high on the album chart.
Now, Scarface and Thief of Hearts actor Stephen Bauer and boxer Mark Freeland help out the sisters from Oakland with their new video, Dare Me. Just one example of the ever-increasing number of female singers around today. What do you think of the new crop of women singers that include people like Lone Justice, Katrina and the Waves, Madonna, Sheila E., Annie Lennox?
I think they're all great. You know, I mean, it's just more room for more upcoming girls. I think the way that Janis Joplin or Dennis Huff paved the way, you know, the avenue is wide open.
While we're on the subject of women, probably your favorite subject, how do you deal with all your screaming fans?
One by one.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Sometimes two.
Oh,
This
we
is a
won't get into
family
that.
show,
When
okay.
Radio 1990 continues the music of our nation's capital with Lisa Robinson. Now, what was that?
Isn't it?
You can tell me now. We're going to commercial.
I got different colored radios from Shaw.
That's right. So you can be in a great musical mood no matter what you're listening to or where it's. Moving right along with all this fashion news, John, how important is fashion? Are you paying attention?
I'm listening to radio.
How important is fashion to hair, your image, your tours, your records, your whatever?
My designer, Kmart, and I,
Kmart?
Kmart, he is a
Very
French designer.
Like
Right
Jacques
out of the gutter and into your heart. That's been our slogan all year. You know, I mean, we're not a real image-conscious band. You know, my dad does my hair, and he's very, you know, I will get locked out of his house next time I go there if I don't mention it. Otherwise, we are a product of blue jeans and sneakers. You know. So.
Tomorrow, we're going to be back to rock your Friday with video music from Wham and Bon Jovi.
Now, wouldn't that make a triple bill, huh?
Plus, we'll go to the movies to see 3 films that are real creature features.
Godzilla, 1985, and 2 summer classics, Ghostbusters and Gremlins.
The 3 Gs. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's groove some more.